Hello, hello, Rabbit Heathcliff time. If we look at my sinners sorted by recent, we can see that I got him, pretty early on. He was one of my last launch 3 stars, actually. I remember wanting him for a long time. But then I didn't really get him until, I think, pulling on Hell's Chicken. I think I got him before Ryoshu, is what happened here. But today we're soloing with him. Going to see how often we run out of ammo. And basically, that's the plan. We're seeing if Desperado works today. I'm pretty sure it does at this point, but when it first came out, I saw conflicting information. We're mostly a Rupture ID today, because Quick Suppression has the Rupture keyword. And that's probably the only skill I'm keeping. This is convenient, but can I easily pass this check with no sanity? Gloom and Pride. Surely, Jet Otis can do it, right? She has a strong Gloom skill 3. Normal? Okay. You've got this. Okay, well that's unfortunate. Okay, we can at least get this Pierce gift, right? Surely. Okay, this is about as bad of a start to a run you can possibly have. I have a negative 40 sanity. We might just have to reset on floor 1 because of those events. Rose Spanner guys, these guys do no damage. We're fine, right? Dominating on minus 40 sanity. Okay, just hit heads anyway, yeah. Okay, so yeah, these are the guys that do all count and no potency on their tremor. There's the first of many gangchas that we'll hear today. And it's like the most iconic voice line from all of Limbus Season 1. If you were there, you know. So are these the ones that do bursts on turn 3? Yeah. Okay. So we're getting staggered here. You can't believe Ryoshu lost the poll. I guess people wanted to see me run out of ammo instead of reloading all the time. But yeah, so normally in my solos I end up keeping at least a skill 2, sometimes a skill 1 as well. Today I think we're going all in on quick suppressions because they still have 3 coins when I'm out of ammo, whereas the other ones only get 1. And they're just the best thing for me to be spending my limited ammo on, unquestionably. Well, we recovered from the minus 40 sanity start, but we are about to stagger, I'm pretty sure. Luckily we have a manner-shaped music box. My microphone is falling down, 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll try to go egoless. I kind of always do that. This fight could actually be a problem, though. Because they're going to stagger me here, and then I'll still have other stagger thresholds. So I'm likely getting staggered again later in the fight. And by likely, I mean guaranteed. Oh, if only I had the quick suppression on the 2nd slot to land on him. He has Fierce Fatal though, this might do good damage still. Hello, hello. Welcome to stream. Yeah, that would have killed Nico if it was landing on him. Maybe this can stagger. Oh yeah, I get the butterflies passive from Solomon Yusong. He's just here for Desperado, but it's almost a bad thing when I'm not a sinking ID, because it just makes me do less sinking damage, but we'll see. Don't stagger me, okay. Okay, we get to kill Nico. That's actually pretty good. Wait, we can do the evade attack. When's the last time you saw this? Evading and unfocused encounters? If you kill the thing that you're targeting your evade at, then it will activate on the next unopposed attack. It basically becomes a clashable evade. And that's pretty good when you can actually pull it off. Requires an enemy to have multiple slots though, or for you to have like attack weight. Oh, that's out of ammo.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
Hello, Carmen. Our first Carmen spotting today. And there we go. I did plan out the floors that I'm going to for this run because I wanted to make sure. I mean, I guess I always kind of planned it out, but I have a very specific plan today. All 11 of the first floors are planned out. And so hopefully we can properly empty the gift pool and actually craft Desperado. No skill replace in the first shop is fine. I don't usually fuse outside of super shops. I kind of didn't go over my starting gifts, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. Manor Box, Blessing, and Emergency Investigator Badge, because I don't have room to go to Time Killing Time on, like, floor 10, like I normally would. I want guaranteed super shops, so I'm just going to enhance this. 94. We'll just enhance this too. Make sure you don't die randomly. Okay. I beat Yan today in Library of Ruina. He's one of the harder fights in the game, so if you didn't think he was that bad, then you should be on track to winning. I didn't heal, but we're just against Fairy Gentlemen and we'll be fine. I guess T-Corp badge is my healing. You got a PNG tuber for yourself. I've thought about doing that. Just making like my profile picture into one somehow. Either that or Ting Tang Honglu.
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠고. 유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
Chesed with Nikolai and a lot of Nikolai is like the best page in the game outside of Purple Tier, but just in terms of amplifying the rest of your team, Nikolai is insane. Should be killing him next turn here. You also have Purple Tier, yeah. When I first played Library of Ruina, Yan was my first Road 3 fight. And that made it hard, for sure. No quick suppression, so he lives one more turn. Does the damage button? No, it does. Okay. It's just a shame that Slosh Mail is so bad because Fairy Gentleman has that one, yeah. He has Tremor Burst Deluge, basically. So I came here to get these two, but then I found this one in the shop, so I don't need it. But it's the only tier 2 here, so I still take it. Okay. Oh, hey, look, needle and thread. That's convenient. That means we can choose Tango Marinade.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
대체의 상태가 조금 변했을 거예요. 눈치채시면 바로 말씀하시지 마시고 피 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
Cassifium is like the only abnormality that has no ego representation now, right? Because like both of the fairies got it, and forever they were the two that didn't. Or I guess if we don't count Slosh Hill. But like Fairy Longlegs didn't have one for a long time. I feel like, or like, yeah, it's really just KQE was the other one, but we got Move and Red Heathcliff. I'm pretty sure it's just Cassifium. In terms of things we've fought, at least, there's plenty of stuff in Mirror Dungeon events that we haven't gotten yet.
LCA나 LCD에게서 산출했던 비정상값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어. 양질의 데이터를 얻었군.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
It's crazy how quick suppression is like still a good skill. Like, it's really insane that that was a launch skill. 4 fragile, 5 coins. It was like the second highest rolling move in the game at launch. In addition to having the 5 coins and 4 fragile, like,
씹는 맛이 있는데?
he's very good. And with the old body sack passive, you could get like 9 attack power up sometimes, I remember. Season 1 really was a crazy time.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
Wow, we got 3 events on floor 2. That's very lucky. Did we get the other chicken gift though? I want my rupture. I kind of need this if I'm going to stack rupture at all, since I have no count in my kit. We don't get it? Okay. Well, I guess we aren't keeping up rupture today. Because you'd like never see the chickens in the shop here. There's Torn Bandolier that we missed on the first event. Wait for Matthias Otis to come out. What are we talking about there? Oh, don't get Barber yet, I see. Oh, Sharp Needle and Thread in the shop. That's rare. 322, make a tier 4. Sell a tier 3. I mean, oh. Server error? Just close that. I guess we buy it? No, I really don't need to. I can buy these other gifts. Because I'm getting that at the end of the floor. There's our first skill replace. And, okay. I don't like keeping everyone else on negative 33 or negative 45 sanity. Like, they're not going to be able to... Actually, yeah. I should... I want to heal Honglu's sanity at least, so he can, like, pass the bullet check next floor. Maybe we try to not go to full stop yet. Do full stop on floor 4. And maybe we'll have enough costs to heal in the floor 3 shop. Hoping for Ricardo floor 15. We can hope.
대체의 상태가 조금 변했을 거예요. 눈치채시면 바로 말씀.
Yeah, these guys are not killing me. Okay.
종이에 적어주세요.
Would it be possible to solo floor 11 Ricardo? I've soloed floor 15 Ricardo, so yeah, definitely. If you mean on this specific run, also definitely, especially if I'm allowed to use egos. The main issue is the counter, obviously, it would not one-shot me at full health, especially if I can give myself 0.5 rat resistance, if I'm allowed to do that.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
You're doing Malfast MDE solos, okay. She is fine for solo because Rupture's a good keyword and she has a naturally high rolling skill. She's not like the best solo ID. She's not Heathcliff, but Malfast should be able to handle it, yeah. Again, especially if you can make your rat resistance 0.5. I don't know if any Fast Yugo does that, but I mean, I guess the new one almost definitely does.
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
We get no gift. We get Sharp Needle and Thread, and I will take the tier 3 gift. Trials really don't matter this early. So, okay, the game tempts me with full stop. I've got a lot of the Pierce gifts. This is showing one of the 2 gifts I want, so hopefully I can find it in the shop, the other one. We get Thrill, so the floor won't be difficult. I have upgraded Investigator badge, so they would have to try really hard to kill me. They would need to use, like, actually 8 lust skills in the same turn for me to die. Your first solo MDE was Vi Ishmael. You know, she's weirdly not that great for MDE. I guess she is Tremor, and her skill 3 gets like 3 natural coin power, which you'll actually achieve in Mirror Dungeons, so she is probably better than I was thinking at the start of this sentence. But her inability to stagger isn't actually that important when everyone gets Manor Box plus unhatched embers. I just hate Clashable Guards for solos. It's so annoying when you can't attack unopposed. So this floor is going to probably last a little while because we're going to run out of ammo. And even though these guys are Pierce Fatal, I don't think my skill 2 is going to be like one-shotting them with a single coin. Let's see. Can we pass any of these checks? Oh boy. You got this, Dawn. No. Missing this many gifts could actually be an issue. I actually want this gift. Like, a fair amount. No, okay. This is why I heal everyone's sanity normally, but everyone just lost so much. Is anyone even able to pass this? I need 4 coins on Rudia, or 3 on Mare. You got this. That's what I thought.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Man, those first 2 events really just... If I wasn't streaming, I would have reset on the spot there.
눈치채시면 바로 말씀. 하시지 마시고. 피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
How much damage are they doing here?
유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
Okay, I live on 8, but yeah, we have Investigator badge, so we won't actually die.
벌써 시간이 그렇게 되었나? 관리자, 주어진 시간이 많지 않으니 조금 서둘러주게.
Surely we won't actually die, right? You have 8 smoke, and they're doing... Oh my gosh, we almost died.
관리자가 있으면 괜찮겠지.
I almost want to enter the last fight on less health. Or actually, no. That's not true because I have investigator badge.
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자
If I didn't, then I might want to, so I would only have like one stagger threshold. Okay. That's a good gift. And we want to look for Pierce. We really want. Okay, I can't pass that. Please show me Dark Flame Smoking Pipe. There you are. And then maybe a skill replace would be nice. No? Okay. Fuse for the Pierce Stone. Sell this. And okay, who here is the best at passing checks? I feel like Honglu could do Pride or Gloom checks. Yeah, no CQC manual. Oh well. I can't get everything I want. Maybe we just actually never heal anyone's sanity. That feels so bad. No, I'm going to... I guess we'll just work on recovering everyone. Maybe if I can sell one more useless gift. I don't really have... I have this. Yeah, I'm going to sell this and heal everyone 2 more times. Hopefully that's enough for at least some checks to get passed now. Poise refresh immediately? No, there's just not enough cost going around. It's like, it's 2 attack power up at best, and that's only once I'm out of ammo. By the time I'm out of ammo, I'm hopefully in a winning position, so I don't think it's actually that useful. I obviously wanted it, but so far this run's going kind of not great. So we'll see if it actually ends up being a struggle because of that.
유사 실험 기록이 있다면 따로 전송해줄게.
씹는 맛이 있는데? 날뛰어. 씹는 맛이
저
있는데?
개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
Please break all my stagger thresholds.
효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
Okay, maybe they're doing a bit more damage than I wanted. No more revive.
관리사가 감도를 93%까지
I
끌어올렸던
have to take both of those hits. Okay.
LCA나 LCD에게서 산출했던 비정상값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어. 양질의 데이터를
날뛰어. 씹는 맛이 있는데?
Sometimes I wish it was the first coin of my skill 1 and 2 that didn't use ammo, so that when I'm one-shotting enemies like that, I could keep it.
팀장님, 슬슬 다음 일정으로 넘어가지 않으면 시간이
Oh,
부족할 것 같습니다.
okay. Well, at least we get to kill the big guy, but we might die here. We're kind of low,
주어진 시간이
and I think we're taking 3 hits.
날뛰어보라고.
47 clash on floor 3, as you do. How much damage? We live on 8. Okay.
종합 손실률이 70%를 초과했습니다.
My first hit can be Wrath, that will heal me more.
어떻게 할까요, 팀장님?
We can probably live that. Right? We'll heal like 50 here. 51.
씹는 맛이 있는데? 날뛰어. 씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데? 날뛰어보라고.
Okay, so I said my skill 2 probably wouldn't be one-shotting. It actually kind of is. And yes, the click, click, click begins out of ammo. I hope you like that sound effect. 18, we live, okay.
종합 손실률이 70%를 초과했습니다.
Can we reach that guy? We can't reach that guy. He is definitely killing me.
어떻게 할까요, 팀장님?
So since we would be dead anyway, let's just use this. That will hit him.
날 뛰어보라고.
It's interesting that my health went up so early before the actual visual attack went
날
through.
뛰어보라고.
Why don't I just reload? Is Heathcliff stupid?
씹는
Maybe.
맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데?
See, hopefully this staggers. I think it will. We have a lot of damage.
인젠 찌르.
Yeah.
이겨주마.
No vapor for me. Oh yeah, I have coin.
인젠 찌르. 이겨주마.
But yeah, I was looking through like the full list of gifts to see if I had any reason to keep my skill 1 or my skill 2. And it turns out the vast majority of gifts don't actually care about what keyword your identity has. It just cares about the keyword of the skill you're using.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
I couldn't find any gift that would care about me being a bleed ID. And I could only find one gift that would care about me being a charge ID.
날 뛰어보라고.
And so, quick suppression only has rupture, so I think we're just really playing like we're a rupture ID, even though we kind of have the triple keyword going on.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
Alright.
관리자가 있으면 괜찮겠지.
We can now clash with all of them. I don't know if they'll all die this turn, but they'll all die next turn, if any live.
있는 실험 중단 버튼을 눌러주세요.
There's a bunch of egos that shouldn't be a 1 coin, like Topathis Mathis. Yeah, but on launch, ego had to be single coin. They were not allowed to have multiple. I do wonder how that would be different if like every ego was made today instead of 3 years ago.
산출값이 좋네요. LCA나 LCD에게서 산출했던 비정상 값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어. 양질의 데이터는
씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데?
The spam on kill voice line. It's like my favorite part of full stop is just when you get to hear
확실히 관리자의
the kill
지휘가
voice line
만든
5 times in a row like that. Oh, it's on final power. I guess we're taking bad trials today. So we are looking for Crawling Abyss. Hello, piece of relationship. I will be passing you. You tempt me so, Bridal. Do I want to just take this? I would have to replace one of my... I would get a new floor like 5 through 10. So I'd be replacing 2 Pierce power up with something in the 5 to 10 pool. Crawling Abyss is for Cetacean Heart, which gives me 2 Pierce power up, which is a pretty good effect. It's basically another imposed weight. 2 power up that you don't get on turn 1. I want to look for it. I planned out this whole run and this is what I decided I wanted. Never showed up, so we're refreshing for it. Hopefully we find it. We can fuse for a tier 4 poise gift. So we'll probably try to do that. We can fight the clam.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
전투 테스트가 너무 많지.
Yeah, I know line 2 stays available. If it didn't stay available, I would definitely be doing it.
자네들의 관심사가 거울 던전이라는 결론을 내렸기 때문에
Lord Lu, MDE 50, solo, no lunar memory. You can. He's actually one of the weirder solos. He has so little health, like he's going to die. but he has his own revive, and then like Tarnished Blood revive, and there's stuff you can do with him.
for
sure.
통해 분석한 결과 자네들의 관심사가 거울 던전이라는 결론을 내렸기 때문이라네. 전투를 좋아한다고 판단했어.
피해 산출값이
Okay, I didn't realize how much damage that was going to do. I could have just killed him.
개체의 손상도가 급격히 상승했어요.
I underestimated quick suppression, and then
몇
he...
번째 통과죠?
I think he...
17번째라네.
What even killed him there?
확실히
Was that
관리자의
Drill?
지휘가 동반된다면
Drill shouldn't have done 276. Oh, hello. Give me a level up. Hopefully we can pass this check. We've got high likelihood. You've got it, Honglu. Alright, this is why we healed. We can get back the gifts that we missed, but if we failed that check, that would be a permanent loss to our ending power.
개체의 상태가 조금 변했을 거예요. 눈치채시면 바로 말씀하시진 마시고 옛날에 종이에 피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요?
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠군. 유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
알리사가 가능도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다
There's backups in this fight.
LCA나 LCD에서
Interesting.
산출했던 비정상값과 다르게
You got 5 Heathcliff egos, but not a single 3-star from the Heathcliff banner? That's kind of crazy.
저 개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가
Are there even 5 extractable Heathcliff egos? I realize you might be exaggerating a bit, but
93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터
that must be like literally all of them, if there's that many.
비정상값과 다르게
Because you can't extract Holiday, it would be... You can't extract AEDD. You could get Asymmetrical Inertia and the Asenyata. Is there anything else?
상처와 외워야 할 관리법.
It's either 4 or 3.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
Oh, Fell Bullet, my favorite ego. Of course, I forgot that one.
확실히 관리자의 지휘가
You can extract Holiday?
승률이 상당히 높군.
Okay, wait, yeah. I think it's just the... Really? I don't know, I just like have every ego. I forget the extraction rules sometimes. I guess Holiday wasn't a free event thing? Or was it? No, I thought it was a free event thing. I thought you wouldn't be able to.
개체의 상태가 조금 변했을 거예요.
But I guess if you got it, then the show. Oh wait, no. Target extractions have different rules for stuff like that. So on a Heathcliff banner, you could. Okay. But you still couldn't get the past BP egos. Felvullet Heathcliff is for sure an ego that exists for some reason. It's my bottom 1 ego. There's other egos that are like so bad it's funny. Felvullet Heathcliff is the ego I will never upgrade. Just like Talisman Sinclair is the identity I will never upgrade.
오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니
씹는 맛이 있는데?
당연한 결과일 테지.
You got Holiday, Felvullet, and the Asenyata, okay. Yeah, it's definitely more reasonable than getting 5 egos, but 3 egos, no 3 stars. Still pretty unlikely odds there.
계속 진행하게.
신입 연구원들도 저분들처럼만 해주시면 좋을 텐데.
날 뛰어보라고!
꿈이죠.
You get ammo on a critical kill. The ego does not give you ammo.
난 많지만. 팀장님, 슬슬 다음 일정으로 넘어가지 않으면 시간이 부족할 것 같습니다.
벌써 시간이
Yet another incident where we would have died if we didn't have time killing time badge.
좀 서둘러주게.
Pretty happy to have taken that as a starter gift today. Also pretty lucky they didn't give me much sinking potency because we would have definitely corroded there.
여러분이 이때까지 겪었던 일은 전부 보고서로 전달받았습니다.
I have 35 sinking count. The deluge would go crazy.
궁금했어요. 요즘 같은 시대에 여러분처럼 이론보다 행동을 앞세운 실험 정신을 가진 사람들은
씹는 맛이
몇
있는데?
없거든요.
날 뛰어보라고!
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
17번째라네.
The
확실히
Sinking
관리자의
Deluge.
지위가
A fun
동반된다면
fact,
승률이 상당히
Project Moon is never consistent with the wording of Sinking Deluge. There's like 3 enemies that have it, and obviously Spice Bush Yisong. Some of them say activate Sinking Deluge. One of them just says like coin 3 Sinking Deluge, no other text. That one's funny. So, no consistency there. We're looking for a tier 4 poise gift. We're probably going to have to fuse for it a few times, so I'm very glad we got this one out of the pool. Makes it more likely we get it. Yeah, it looks like it's not showing up in the shop. That's expected. Let's see if we can get Cetacean Heart. Wow, we don't have very many useless gifts. We're going to have to use something like that to do 3, 2, and... What's my worst tier 2 gift here? I guess Red Order? Okay. Glad we don't have to do another fusion this floor, because we really don't have much useless stuff. Let's heal everyone one more time so that they can hopefully pass checks. 42 sanity should be enough. And I'll buy this. Skin profit time.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Hello, welcome to the Gangcha solo.
대체
Yep.
상태가 조금 변했을 거예요.
Do I play your gimmick? I'll just evade you 3 turns. You can't really kill the candles faster than that.
째깍대는 소리도 잘 녹음해두게. 상황별로 파형을 분석해봐야겠어.
깡총!
여러분이 이때까지 겪었던 일은 전부 보고서로 전달받았습니다. 관찰일지도 읽었죠.
도대체 어떤 사람들일지 다들 궁금했어요.
Oh, I thought he said Gunshot. He's saying like hop off in Korean, I think. I don't know what the actual correct way to say that is.
피해
57 rupture. Okay.
이번으로
Average quick suppression. It feels like actual Railway 3 for a second there.
관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
Oh, we could do base and final power. Are we going for terrible trials? There's no coin power here, unfortunately. No, I'm going to take good trials because this ID isn't good for solo. I don't know if you're aware, but my damage falls off hard, and I don't exactly have infinite healing. Okay, we're looking for Line 2, Miracle in District 20, Dusk of Amber, Line 1, LCV Checkup, Vokgak, but I want to go there late because there's so many gifts and sweepers. Can we find any of those without pack refreshing? We get Miracle. Okay. Is that Carmen? Yeah, Carmen's basically always here. You beat Zhao, congrats. That's the hardest fight in the game done. Go enjoy your victory lap. Almost failed that Yisong, you scared me. Okay, realistically, what is the hardest fight in Ruina? It's either like Zhao Bina realization or Cuter realization, I guess. We need poise. Wow, what a shop. Can I get the other poise gifts I need though? Okay, it's giving me everything except the things that are usually easiest to find. I don't like this. I'm going to miss out on huge gift stack, aren't I? Did I get too greedy buying things that weren't the one thing I actually needed? "82% deck building and 18% luck." Yeah, that's basically all of Ruina, I guess. There's 4 gift slots in the shop. I'll do 1 more poise refresh. I'll do 1 more poise refresh. It's still not there. Will my normal refreshes save me? Not this time. Okay, so we need it to be the end floor reward that you get randomly. It's like the only way we still get it. It's not impossible. This is what happens when you go here early. This is why I like going here really late in the run. You would be basically guaranteed to find it if you went here on floor 10 and already had 100 gifts.
여러분이 이때까지 겪었던 일은 전부 보고서로 전달하겠습니다. 관찰을 찍.
But when I see the sad plushie on the floor reward, I can't pass that up.
혹시 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요?
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠고 유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주고.
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험도 있고.
I think we're just going to full win rate this fight. I wish I could save ammo for how many skills to kill Santada. I'll try to save quick suppressions.
저 개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
알리사가 감도를
Friend recently beat Kanto 7 and they cried at the end.
산출값이 좋네요.
It's probably the most emotional moment in Limbus. I can't think of much that would compete with it.
씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데?
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다
You would think the Kanto called the heartbreaking would be like the most emotional, but I feel like a lot of
이건 쓸 수 있겠어.
that stuff happened before the events of Limbus, so it just doesn't hit the same.
맛이 있는데? 날 뛰어보라고! 날 뛰어보라고!
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다 산출값이 좋네요.
LCA나 LCD에게서 산출했던 비정상 값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어.
날 뛰어보라고!
You just completed LCB Fast 50 Adversity Solo, which I is the hardest to complete solo with in your opinion, and how much harder will it be? Faust is pretty down there. No keyword, low clashing. I think that LCCV Rhodia is the worst though. You still have no keyword, but now you don't have an evade and you have the lowest health in the entire game. Or sorry, the 3rd lowest health in the entire game. Base Sinclair and Base Otis have less. But yeah, LCCV Rhodia I believe is as bad as it gets for a solo.
씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데?
알리사가 감도를
There's someone who did Uptie 1 level 22 Mariachi. Yeah, I know that guy. He's been in stream a few times. But that's just like the power of an evade or something. Old Talisman Sinclair was also extremely bad, yeah. I did that one back in like Mirror Dungeon 3, I think. That was, at the time, the hardest solo I had ever done. The solos were just harder back in the day in general.
날 뛰어보라고! 날 씹는 맛이 있는데?
Rupture was just thrown on to some Heishus. I mean, yeah, Rupture was thrown on to every Heishu.
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다 산출값이 좋네요.
Okay. This might be one of the hardest ones to predict in history, but how many skills to kill Santada? We'll be using quick suppressions, but we have no ammo. We do have needle and thread. Keep that in mind.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
8's a high guess. He has 1,500 health. I'm going to say 3.
LCD에게서 산출했던 비정상값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어.
Same resistances on each part. The gift sack will stagger earlier, so we're hitting the gift sack. I think it's going to be within 3 to 5, but I'm guessing 3. I'm optimistic.
제대로 박살났는데요.
개체 손상
Almost 2. He had 6 health.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
Who needs ammo? 6 off of 2, yeah. The game made sure that I was correct. I will take growth and body up. Actually, on this floor, this Keen is better than this body up because they aren't consistent with that. No huge gift sack save. It tried. I could have got 3 sad plushies this floor. So I guess we aren't getting that fusion and we aren't getting that protection. Does Desperado actually give more ammo than Torn Bandolier? I believe it gives 4 instead of 2. Okay. Can we get one of the things we're looking for? But yeah, so far, it may look like this soul is going fine. We aren't struggling at all, but you'll never really struggle on these floors. And I've missed quite a few of the gifts I'm looking for. I would say this is a pretty bad start to the solo. Let's hope we can get snakes left to make up for it. Okay, the level up events, I will admit, are good. Getting 2 of these, but that's just like part of the benefit of doing the railway packs. They don't have very many events, and the level up events are in them. Also, yeah, we haven't gotten very many chances to fight abnormalities. That's just been hurting our cost economy quite a bit. Did I intentionally miss memory? Was there lunar memory in there? Even if there was, I wouldn't have gone for it. But if it was there, I didn't see it.
말씀하시는 거예요. 팀장님 나름의 칭찬이죠.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠고. 유사 실험 기록이 있다면 따로 전송해주게.
The plus 10 levels one. Oh, piece of relationship I definitely wouldn't go for. I'll get that guaranteed later. By just fusing every tier 4 gift.
날 뛰어보라고!
I have a list of packs that I want to go to that have exclusive gifts. And so I'm only going to those packs. Because I can get everything else eventually. Skill replace this thing. What floor are we on? I already forget. We got here quickly. It's Railway 1. Okay, I want Snake Slough. It's usually not too hard to get that in the shop, but this run is just like trying to make me lose, I guess. And most luck-dependent things aren't working out. It's fine to miss. It's honestly not that important, but I was obviously hoping to get it. It's why I went here. What should I fuse? I'll work on making lunar memory. And I'll just buy out the rest of the shop to remove them from the pool. Or at least as much as I can without prestige card.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Did your comment get shadow banned? What did you see? Oh, how easy would it be to solo with Knight of Desperado? She's definitely fine for it. She can keep a Gloom skill
나름의 칭찬이죠.
to heal. I don't think she's top tier or anything. You probably want to play in positive form,
예상 범위를
even after the
벗어나는데요?
changes to a lot of gifts, making them work better for negative coins. I think it's still better.
유사 실험 기록이
To
있다면
do
바로
positive.
전송해주게.
You can then have, I think your skill 3 has 5 base power, so it gets 2 coin power from that one tier 3 charge gift. That's like the best part of charge for solos. We hit all tails there. I realized we were like negative 10 sanity, but wow.
외워야 할 관리법과 행성 많지만
Positive form has way higher tankiness too. Yeah, that's definitely true.
교차는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인
날
공격 수단을
뛰어보라고!
택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
날 뛰어보라고!
제대로 박살냈는데요.
Solo Lorelu or Malfast easier for no lunar memories? That's a question I haven't thought of. They're probably kind of similar, honestly.
환상체나 뒤틀림 중에서도 이런
If
타입이
you
제일
have
좋더라고요.
Tarnished Blood,
기록을 남기면 해결할
then
수
it might be
있는
Lord. If you don't have Tarnished Blood, I would definitely go Malfast. If you have the Arknight's Ego, I would probably go Malfast. That thing is actually good in MDE. It's like, yeah, Malfast skill 3 should do more damage. It's always going to get that 4th coin.
알리사가 가능도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다
And that just lets you kill things faster. She just has more health.
기록에서 산출했던 비정상값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어.
Both of them will work fine.
데이터를 얻었군.
Lost to a 414 Leihang. Yeah, he is the solo killer. He does just so much damage on turn 2 because you have 10 fragile.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
17번째라네.
Arknight's Ego is what helped you through your LCV fast run. Yeah,
승률이 상당히 높군.
it's nice. It's like the only... It's one of the only Egos I regularly use. Okay, Brutality base power up it is, I guess. Whatever, man. You know I can't pass Brutality. Okay. We're looking for line 2 or sweepers. The other ones I would like to do later. There's line 2, but it's not showing bridle, so we skip it. There's line 2, but it's not showing bridle, so we pack search for sweepers. And the game's actually showing us Shadow Bamboo Hat, so we can't miss the only thing we came here for today.
계획을 세워두면 이런 것도 어렵지 않답니다.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
So next we'll do line 2, unless it's really not showing me bridle. Then we will... Oh, I have to beat Hohenheim again. Last stream we had some issues with that. I'll make sure to upgrade Thrill this time in case it comes to that.
요즘 같은 시대에 여러분처럼 피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠군. 유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
씹는 맛이
저
있는데?
교차는
Really funny to play Star of the City in Ruina.
관리자가 상황에
I
맞는
don't remember how this Vi reception works, so all of parkour video, yeah. start of the where you really hit like the power stacking and get some insane stuff.
눈치채시면 바로 말씀.
I don't believe that cracked coins count as unopposed attacks,
상황별로 파형을 분석해봐야겠어.
but Shadow Bamboo Hat helps you for defense regardless.
날 뛰어보라고.
Is it fair to use a base ID to tank in a solo run if you get Spice Bush as a boss in floor 1 to 10? No, you're never supposed to go to those floors in a solo if you can't handle it. Like, obviously, if you're just soloing for fun, feel free to do that, but generally avoid the floors. You can get Rain Cloud from Sunk Gloom, I believe it is, that can't have Dongbei. If you have an evade, you still need a way to lower her sanity, which you obviously can also have, but you might not. Okay. I guess I am a Rupture ID, so I would benefit slightly from the Rupture event, so obviously that means I don't get it.
계획을 세워두면 이런 것도 어렵지 않답니다.
What am I missing for Lunar? I don't have the Blunt Stone, I think. Let's look for bleed gifts. I need to get bleed gifts out of the pool because I need some bleed gifts on Dusk of Amber. Currently, LCB Ishmael is the easiest to solo with among the base IDs in your experience. That's surprising. I would think Honglu or even Dawn would be better, because Dawn gets power stacking from Respite. But I guess, I mean, Tremor is definitely a really good keyword. Or Mare. Yeah, Mare can get the, like, 10 protection. That's the other method to soloing. I haven't tried that one myself in, like, 3 mirror dungeons. But I guess even back in the day it wasn't that hard, so... And yeah, if you're not going egoless, he has Crushbound, which is, like, top 5 MDE egos. Although if you're not going egoless, like Ryoshu has GT, which is quite good.
도대체 어떤 사람들일지 다들 궁금해했어요. 요즘 같은 시대에 여러분처럼 이론보다 행동을 앞세운 실험 정신을 가진 사람들은
Can't wait for Railway for loads of free loot. Yeah, the Railway rewards are quite good. I just hope we don't have team splitting again, so that I have like a chance for base IDs. Because even Railway 5, I had to kind of cheat for base IDs. I had to resort to K-Corp Honglu support passive. And it's not that I couldn't beat Section 1. I don't know if I've ever actually said this, but I was able to beat Section 1 without anyone dying. And I was able to beat Section 2 without anyone dying. It's just that I needed Faust on both teams, which I couldn't do. And so, I can't duplicate my Faust. I had to use a non-Faust ID. I had to use Ishmael somewhere, and she's just like terrible for both sections. Because she's Pierce Fatal and Single Coin, and yeah. So I'm hoping that I can actually do a fully legitimate base IDs only Railway 6. I hope that the game mechanics will allow it. When is Line 6 though? Line 6 was on the roadmap. I think it was right around Capstone reissue. We have like an Intervalo and another rerun first, but it is in this season.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
양질의 데이터를 얻었고
씹는 맛이 있는데?
You did a base mare solo 2 days ago. Defense was so good. Plus you had Gloom for healing.
씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데?
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다 산출값이 좋네요.
LCA나 LCD에게서 산출했던
Sweep the back streets. Yeah, we're quickly suppressing these sweepers. They should still be dying to ammo-less skill 3s. Yeah.
씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데?
알리사가 감도를 93%까지
No ammo.
산출값이 좋네요.
LCA나 LCD에게서 산출했던 보정성값과 다르게
씹는 맛이
이건
있는데?
쓸 수 있겠어. 양질의 데이터를 얻었고
Wait, it says lack of ammo? I thought it said no ammo. Did this get changed at some point? I need to find season 1 footage to fact check myself. I'm probably just wrong. I don't know why they would change that.
씹는 맛이
But I really thought it said no ammo.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
알리사가 감도를 93%까지
Are there any other candidates for giftless solos besides Dietchi? I don't think so. Everyone else will just die turn 1. Even Dietchi dies turn 1. I had to do 3 gifts. I've been thinking about... I'll tell you this. I tried to do an actual giftless solo in terms of fights, but I was allowing myself to pick the trials and then sell the gifts. Because on the run I took random trials, which makes it awful. But the 99 turn limit is a serious issue. You do no damage. I think 1 gift solo might be possible, and that gift would have to be Thrill. Choosing your trials might solve the survival part. If the enemies just have no base or final power, you might be able to tank. But you just can't kill things in 99 turns. But I think Thrill might be able to. It's not what we're looking for. It's showing me line 2 a bunch, but never Bridal. Outside of that one time I skipped it. Wow. And... I guess we'll look for Bridal. You want to show up now? There it is. Okay. Give me your bleed, ego gift. Oh yeah, he's small here.
나쁘지 않군.
Your arm doesn't break. Oh, I'm not fast. That's unfortunate.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
Why is he small? So, the original Headless Ichthys was small. Then he was only in Mirror Dungeon. Then they added him in Railway, and in Railway they made him big. And then, is he small in the Railway double fight? I think he is. The one that's him and Watchdog. And so that's why there's like 2 versions of him. They made the Railway one big, and now, like the floor boss is the big version, the event is the small version. I have no idea what Luxcavation is, I haven't done it in years. You think more avenues were planned to be fightable in MD? I think Ichthys was originally going to be in the Canto 3 dungeon, but that never ended up happening. Because in Mirror Dungeon 1, his fight background was like the pile of corpses that you get on floor 3 of the dungeon before he had his own. Looks like no metronome today. I always forget to do this. You should fuse this first so that you can find these back in the shop, but I will never remember to do that. Give me back my Pierce gift. Okay, well, yeah, this run is definitely missing a lot of gifts. I'm glad I didn't commit to like saying no ego or worst possible trials, because we're definitely going to be needing ego on the later floors, I would say.
여러분이 이때까지 겪었던
Unless we get like a hidden boss, of course, that could make up for it. Just give me a 411 lay hang and make the run make up for everything we missed earlier in the run.
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠군. 유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
Excavation is small like this, yeah, I thought so.
제대로 박살냈는데요.
I'm a little surprised that you can't fight sheep on the event node,
오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
but I guess...
상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을
Actually, can you fight any of the railway bosses on their event node? It's like, you can't fight King and Vines, that one makes sense. You can't fight 400 roses, I guess that one makes sense.
확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면
It would just be such a long fight. I would obviously welcome having more fights available. Final power, you hate to see it. But it's still worth taking. Contempt is fightable, yeah, okay. So I wonder how they choose. Okay, so is it just me? Or has Dusk of Amber not shown up at all in any of my refreshes? We're going there now, but... I swear I didn't see it, like, ever this entire run.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
You haven't gotten a hidden boss in like 3 runs. I've gotten 1 hidden boss in the last like 5 runs.
이때까지 겪었던 일은
Definitely
전부 보고서로 전달받았습니다.
low
관찰의
odds
지위를
right now.
도대체
This fight's
어떤
actually
상황일지
kind of bad for
다들
solo. We're going to...
요즘 같은 시대에
Okay, we're going to...
여러분처럼
Maybe you
이런보다
die. I was going to say
행동을
actually
앞세운
bother to
사람들을
evade for
가진
once.
사람들이 없거든요.
I save line 3 for 411, yeah. Because you can... It lets you actually get a benefit
어라?
on the extreme floors.
예상한 것보다 피해가 커지는데요?
Probably going to have to reset this fight a few times. That's just so much bleed. Like, we'll see if we can full evade now, but I'm a bit doubtful.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요?
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠군. 유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
I hate that these guys make a sound on their last coin even when you evade it.
알리사가
It's very-
3%까지
It's very niche knowledge, but a few of you might know that Zilu does the same thing in the Jiachu boss fight. It makes a hitting sound even when you evade it, and it always like gets me.
관리자가 상황에 맞는
신인 연구원들도 저분들처럼만 해주시면 좋을 텐데.
불가능한 꿈이죠. 환상체와 뒤틀린 모두
Very convenient that these guys heal you,
그런 많지만
or else I would still have to be full evading like the rest of this fight, which isn't exactly easy to do.
씹는 맛이 있는 씹는 맛이 있는 씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데?
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
17번째란
Okay, so what are the gifts I actually need from here?
된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
The bleed thing for Desperado is a 4 reward, so I need... It's like a sinking gift, I think, and I need the petals one as well. That one's less important, but it's nice to get if I can. Oh. Yeah, this event.
의뢰여야 했을 거다. 부탁이 없다면 발톱.
Goodbye, Sinclair. And by Sinclair, I actually mean LCCB-ish. You weren't helping at all.
실패라고 알림.
Don't have trauma shield, so I will try to pass the check. Yisong's got this.
억압 작업이 성공했어.
That's the thing I needed, I'm pretty sure. So that's nice.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Alright, can we beat this fight now? Let's try to evade again.
전달받은 문서를 통해 분석한 결과 자네들의 관심사가 거울 던전이라는 결론을 내렸기 때문이라네.
The evasion is going a bit better this time.
저희가
Didn't get hit by the second skill.
야근을 좋아하는 건 아니잖아요.
In fact, we full evaded. And now I just clash them, and I won't get enough bleed to die. Why does the enemy stand so close to you in this fight? Yeah, I've never thought about that too much.
적절한 비교.
I guess we're close quarters here. We're just in a Lob Corp hallway.
오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격.
You got to Star of the City in your general reception only run. What was the hardest fight so far?
끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다 산출값이
Probably Queen of Hatred.
LC나 LCD에게서 산출했던 비정상값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어. 양질의 데이터를 얻어.
신임 연구.
Unless you've skipped Queen of Hatred, which would be entirely valid.
불가능한 꿈이죠. 환상체와 뒤틀린 모두
Wedge office? Okay, I think we were... Yeah, you asked about that last time and I said Jikon works.
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다 산출값이 좋네요.
LCA나 LCD에게서 산출했던 비정상값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어.
씹는 맛이.
양질의
씹는
데이터를
맛이
얻어.
있는데?
It's interesting, like Star of the City, you'll get some better general reception pages,
확실히 관리자의 지위가
but
동반된다면
you'll be missing out on a lot of like even better pages because you know the power level just increases so much in Star of the City. Okay, so I get my last skill replaced, that's nice. Can I make Desperado? No, what am I missing? I need this for the petals one. I can make that now. What do I need for Desperado? I need... Okay, yeah, this I'm getting at the end of the floor. So I don't need to worry about that. We'll be able to get our gift. So I can do whatever I want in this shop. I want to get like rupture gifts out of the pool, I think. Finally, prestige card. That's like the most important gifts that you want to see early, and we didn't get it until floor 9. Yeah, the fact that the guys are called bong bongs definitely like got a lot of people expecting something different. I had no idea that that's what they were like called in LobCorp. Did you miss why is Ishmael dead? The singing machine event on this floor. kills a sinner. So that's why she's dead. What is this fight? Okay, this fight is actually a bit annoying. They're going to like outroll my evades a lot. Let's upgrade this.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Enhance my gifts? No. You can't make me. We'll enhance gifts next floor, like usual.
전투 테스트가 너무 많지 않냐고요?
Okay, so we have to try to full evade, or just ego, but we'll try the evade route first.
자네들의 관심사가 거울 던전이라는 결론을 내렸기 때문이라면
My tails rolled.
판단했지.
저희가 야근이라는 말을 달고 산다고
How much bleed?
좋아하는 건 아니잖아요.
We're probably using binds next turn. It will full heal me and, like, clear them out. Bamboo-headed Kim is definitely a very good general reception page, yeah.
고려해둔 전략이었다면 쓰러진 수감자를 지키는 게 좋을 걸세.
Let's see how good this does.
어쩔 수 없지. 테스트가 끝난 뒤에
Kind of relying on this to kill with needle and thread. They're gloom weak, if I remember right, so, like, it should. Yeah.
산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요?
Oh yeah, I have ammo, so this guy loses his unbreakables.
유사실한 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
Completely forgot that would happen.
저 객차는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
신임 연구원들도 저분들처럼만 해주시.
Kim on his way to become a color next intervalo. Now he's going to reveal that he's part of the Pinky, actually.
틀린 모두 외워야 할 관리법과 내성 맞지만
날 뛰어보라고. 씹는 맛이 있는데?
Who wants to bet that the bleed gift I need for Desperado is going to be attached to either base power or final power to continue the theme of this run, getting unlucky.
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다 산출값이 좋네요.
LCA나 LCD에게서 산출했던 비정상값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어. 양질의 데이터를 얻었고.
Have I tried out Ruin of PvP? I have not. I have one friend that plays Ruina, and I'm, to put it bluntly, way better than them, so I don't think it would go too well. I would have to... I mean, I guess I have a Discord server now that has Ruina players, maybe I could try it, but yeah, I have no idea what it is. This is the first I've heard of it.
씹는 맛이
LCA나
있는데?
LCD에게서 산출했던 비정상값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어. 양질의 데이터를 얻었고.
I have tried out a few mods for
씹는 맛이
Ruina.
있는데?
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다 산출값이 좋네요.
LCA나 LCD에게서 산출했던 비정상값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어. 양질의 데이터를
날
얻었고.
뛰어보라고.
Why do Bun Juicy Squeezers have 5 times as much health as Santada? That's my question.
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
Hey, we got the tier 4. That's nice. Hey, it's only on a body up. That's also nice. And of course, we take Brutality. Charred Disc does something, maybe. And we are going to... what was it? We're going... what am I forgetting? LCV checkup. The new one. There it is. Yeah, okay. We have some rupture gifts to find. Why does your skill... This is your skill 1, right? Rolling a 10. That's like worse than base ID values. Forget just how bad LCCB Ryoshu is sometimes.
의뢰여야 했을 거다. 부탁이었다면 발 두 짝을 뽑을 테니.
That's maybe... Okay, I don't have her up to 4. That's probably why. Surely that gets improved at up to 4, right? Do you think it's worthy to go for broken glasses? In a solo, I only like broken glasses if you're going for the Spice Bush version of the fusion. I think that unmailed letter on its own was an extremely overrated gift.
전투를 좋아한다고 판단했지.
저희가 야근이라는 말을 들고 산다.
It's still a 5+5 at up to 4? Oh man.
오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
What an ID.
공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
Gets conditional coin power, okay. You hate these rocks? These rocks turned me into a YouTuber, so I can't hate them.
벗어났는데요? 신입 연구원들도 저분들처럼만 해주시면 좋을 텐데.
Sloth Pekkasulum Tier 3
불가능한 꿈이죠.
will always hold a special place in my mind.
외워야 할 관리법 하나 많잖아요.
제대로 박살냈는데요.
개체 생산도가 급격히
씹는
상승했어요.
맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데?
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다 산출값이 좋네요.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
I feel like radio noises.
비정상값과 다르게
씹는
이건
맛이
쓸 수
있는데?
있겠어. 양질의 데이터를
씹는 맛이 있는데?
이번으로
Picture frame with the
몇 번째
Pekkasul on your nightstand? Yeah, basically.
확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이
At least she isn't as bad as Molar Sinclair. Molar Sinclair still has the only 4-coin skill 1, which, you know, it's not like that great of an upside, but there's at least slight benefits to it. He can, like, proc sinking 4 times, or
여러분이
clash
겪었던
Sancho
일은
4
전부
times when you do the turn 1 kill strategy.
관찰일지도 다르거든요.
That's at least
도대체
something.
어떤 사람들일지 다들 궁금했어요.
But yeah, he's pretty bad.
요즘 같은 시대에 여러분처럼 이론보다 행동을 앞세운
저 개체는
And yeah, that's why Molar Sinclair is the best Sinclair bleed ID.
공격 수단을 택했으니
Can activate bleed 4 times. Strokular Light is from the tier 4 charge gift charge type gloves.
고려해둔 전략이 없다면
Oh yeah, what's your
쓰러진
sinking
수단을
deluge?
지키는 게 좋을 거야.
You say cause sinking deluge, okay.
어쩔 수 없지.
So we have like a cause sinking deluge, activate sinking deluge, it's just saying sinking deluge. They're not consistent, and it's so funny to me.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요. 신입 연구원들도 저분들처럼만 해주시면 좋을 텐데.
불가능한 꿈이죠. 환상체와 뒤틀린 모두 외워야 할 관리법과
Full quick suppression has been working as expected so far. Do a lot of damage. There's 7 pierce damage up somehow.
알리사가 감도를 93%까지
Don't know where that's all coming from. I would expect like 4, maybe 5. 7 seems excessive.
비정상값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어. 양질의
씹는
데이터를
맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데?
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
Fairy Gentleman has Tremor Deluge. Yeah, that came up earlier in the stream when we were talking about how bad sloshing is. You hate ammo IDs and you'll never use them. I just like, it's kind of a non-factor to me most of the time. You can have ammo or you can not have ammo, and it's fine.
여러분이 이때까지 겪었던 일은
Class
전부
4
보고서로
Gloom
전달해
Pekkatul has Sinking Deluge on every skill. No, he'll have a different effect that it does the same thing as Sinking Deluge, but it doesn't remove your sinking stack.
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠군.
Like what Don Quixote has for bleed.
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다 산출값이 좋네요.
씹는
저
맛이 있는데?
개체는
신입 연구원들도 저분들처럼만
No, that's
해주시면
reserved to Class 5. Okay, okay.
불가능한 꿈이죠. 환상체와 뒤틀린
That's just release Spice Bush? Was that a bug? I don't remember that.
그런 많지만
I wasn't huge into Limbus back in season 2, but I feel like I would have known about that.
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다 산출값이 좋네요.
LCA나 LCD에게서 산출했던 비정상 값과 다르게
Yeah, that was a thing? Wow.
양질의 데이터
I guess you just, like, couldn't actually build a sinking stack back then. Like, who even were the sinking count IDs? You had, like, R. Ishmael's skill 2.
확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승리가
Was it even
상당히
remotely possible to do sinking? Because he came out really early in his season, so there weren't, like, any other things from the season. I guess it was like a mirror dungeon only thing. Okay, we're looking for 3 rupture gifts. Actually, I think we're looking for 4 rupture gifts now with the Bakgak. There's like no way we get everything we want here, but if I can just get like a few, I'll be happy. I also need to enhance drill. You know what, I'll take it. That's good enough. I need to do a lot of enhancing, so I won't go crazy on the fusion. Or the shop refreshing. Here's Desperado, the main thing we're testing today. And time to enhance everything. Some people call this the best part of the run. You get to gamble on the free enhancement cost. Like, I think we're getting pretty lucky with that so far. It's just upgrades. All units 3 fragile on a kill. I'm not going to enhance it yet, but if I have extra cost that can get the enhancement, why not? And this one doesn't ever affect number 1 still? Okay. There were 3 real sinking IDs back then: Molar Ish, Diachirodia, and Spice Bush. I didn't realize Molar Ish was already out. I thought she came out later in the season. Or no, yeah, because she was the Intervalo before Kanto 4. Wait. No, she was before Kanto 5, so there was probably... I feel like they would have fixed the bug by then. Because Yisung came out so early in his season, because they realized, like, wait, there's no good Yisung in the game, and we're making everyone use him in the dungeon. We gotta give them something to use. Okay. Vern, Bleed, Tremor, Rupture, Sinking, Poise, Charge. I think we have them all. So I'm going to fuse randomly to try to get the thing. Oops. That's fine. Okay. Hohenheim shouldn't be too bad here. We have an evade, but he probably has enough base power to outroll my evade. Check out Hohenheim's passives. Hohenheim's passives have like always been bugged.
관찰일지도 다 읽었죠.
도대체 어떤 사람들일지 다들
He like doesn't
궁금했어요.
get poise
요즘
count.
같은 시대에 여러분처럼
I've
이런
never
거가
even
행동을
the
앞세운
conditions
실험 정신을
locked on
가진
those
사람들은
ones because I've just never taken the other options. Okay, my evade ties his single coin moves. That's very nice. What was that?
여러분이 이때까지 겪었던
Hello?
일은
Was that
전부 보고서로
Desperado?
전달받았습니다.
I've never had this gift.
도대체 어떤
But it is
사람들일지
working.
다들
We can
궁금했어요.
confirm that it's working.
같은 시대에 여러분처럼 이론보다 행동을 앞세운 실험 정신을 가진 사람들은 몇 없거든.
저 개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니
That was like a jump scare. I had no idea that was going to happen. Yeah, 6 damage per turn. No, it does more than that. It's a bunch of ticks with 12.
중에서도 이런 타입이 제일 싫더라고요.
Can we just kill you?
해결할 수 있는 부류지. 개인적으로는
I have investigator badge, so like I can't die. I think we might just win here.
신입 연구원들도 저분들처럼만 해주시면 좋을 텐데.
Special contract, yeah, okay. Much easier than the base Dawn solo for this guy.
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
But yeah, Hohenheim's passives have always been weird, and I think it was like adaptation does the effect of maladaptation, so it's like you don't want to weaken that one because it actually makes him stronger. It was something like that. It's just a whole thing, and I just always weaken the shield, and then he never does the event again because he doesn't gain poise count. Show me line 3, there it is. It disabled the passive entirely. Okay, yeah, that works too. You'll hit 1 heads, right, Gregor? Okay.
보물 상자 열쇠다는 게 더 어렵겠어.
If a Heisho didn't do any damage from their skill from Lordly Skill 3, Lordly Skill is the combo attack with the voice lines and animations of Lonesome Stand. That's weird. I don't know why that would happen. I feel like that shouldn't be tied to the Heisho dealing damage. Will I actually make use of Desperado the status? Is it something I have to make use of? I thought it just like gave me some buffs. I'll read it in the next fight. Okay, so fuse for embers because you should always fuse for embers. Don't let yourself get base powered. A little bit short on cost. Okay, next floor will probably fuse for lunar and enhance, or not lunar, piece of relationship.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Let's see what a Desperado does.
여러분이
So the
이때까지
gifts,
겪었던 일은 전부 보고서로
why doesn't it show up in the
전달받았습니다.
conditional category?
관찰일지도 다 읽었죠.
도대체 어떤 사람들일지 다들 궁금했어요.
I get buffs for using ammo, I get more buffs for using ammo, I get Desperado. If I don't spend ammo, I get more Desperado. Okay. And then the status. For every stack, buffs. Add 2 or more stack, buffs. Okay, so basically, if I don't attack for a turn, I get a coin power, is what it is. That's like the conditional part of it. Okay. I don't really need the coin power here, but if I'm ever evading, like, it could be useful for turn 2 on
적절한
floor 15.
유사 실험 기록이 있다면 따로 전송해.
다시 할까요?
조금만 더 해보게. 훌륭한 상황에서는
저 개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격
The gunshots at the end are also from Desperado. It was like the last line that I skipped over. on the gift. It's down here. Combat in, deal total sum of Desperado on allies times 3 pierce damage to a random enemy. Repeat the above effect for, yeah. So that's doing the random damage. So if you had like a full team of 7 people with guns, that might actually do a little bit of damage. You thought that was just the enemies deciding to explode? No.
관리자가 있으니 괜찮겠지.
They had to make a new gift that's bottom 1 for speedrunning by adding an in-turn animation.
벽에 있는 실험 중단 버튼을 눌러주세요.
It is a new option for the no attacking solo. I don't think people will make use of it, but it's an option.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
Or maybe it would be better in like a no attacking full team run. I don't think I've ever seen that before, actually.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
The max it can do is like 330. Yeah, but add Lunar Memory's Pierce Fatal, that's like 600. That's like 2/3 of Drill. When you put it that way, not that good. But it's something. Or I guess Drill is also buffed by Lunar, so it's like 1/3 of Drill. I know people have done solo no damage Del. You're saying you've seen it for a team, only evades in Infinity, okay.
씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데?
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험들.
Oh, earlier I was saying lack of ammo versus no ammo. I must have been thinking about how it says no ammo on the dashboard there. Yeah, we're still missing ammo IDs. I had to give up Base Mare's support passive because there is no ammo ID from Faust or Dawn or Rudia.
씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이
Yeah, the 0 damage taken and dealt run is just like the craziest early resetting of all time.
까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다 산출값이 좋네요.
LCA나 LCD에서 산출했던
씹는
비정상값과
맛이
다르게
있는데?
이건
Not the type of thing I want to do,
양질의 데이터를
but
얻었고
I guess it's cool that it's possible.
씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데?
It'd be funny if Rupture procced every time the enemy got hit and not actually based on the coin. Fun fact, I saw someone that was just like genuinely confused why their Malfaust counter wasn't activating Rupture 3 times when she was clearly hitting the enemy 3 times in the animation.
감도를 93%까지
So someone else had your idea and thought that it was actually how it worked, somehow.
이건 쓸수 있겠어.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
양질의 데이터를 얻었군.
씹는 맛이 있는데? 씹는 맛이 있는데?
이번으로 몇 번째
Alright,
턴
that's
거죠?
the end
17번째
of the planning phase. We have collected most of our gifts. We are out of, you know, floor packs that I intended to go to. We still need to make a few gifts. We don't have Piece of Relationship yet, and we're probably missing a few, like, sinking tier 3s. Where should we go? Our Heath isn't a charge ID anymore. That doesn't matter, though. Being a charge ID doesn't give you anything. Or I guess it gives you one thing. But I did just, like, not care about that one thing.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
The vast majority of gifts care about the keywords on the skills that you're using, and not the keywords in your kit,
여러분이
outside of just
이때까지 겪었던
activating
정보
the
보고서를 전달하고
conditional ones.
관찰일지도
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
적절한 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠군. 유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
Should you do Alan and 2 Udjet or 3 Udjet? Alan is, he's gotta be worth using. People use him in like full runs where you aren't restricted to general receptions.
이번으로 몇 번째
I'm sure
팀이라서?
you can find a way to build
첫
him.
번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
I thought we were getting a hidden boss there. The game lagged. I got tricked. It took like 1.5 seconds to load this event.
의뢰여야 했을 거다. 부탁이었다면.
We didn't even talk about it, but that's no hidden bosses yet. Yep. Okay, show me sinking. I feel like I'm often forgetting a sinking gift or two. We can buy this one, I guess. Maybe I need that, probably not. Not really seeing anything I'm missing, which is a good thing. We're missing a slash gift. I never made the greatsword. Okay, so we fuse a different keyword. Still trying to get that. There we go. And now we enhance things again. Give me more tremor. Give me haste just in case I get behind. I guess this is one of... No, that doesn't care if I'm a charge ready. That just cares about me having charge, yeah. That's the case for a lot of those gifts. Everyone can have charge. I need more cost. That's expensive to enhance, wow. Okay. Top 3 Project Moon mysteries. Why did they give Fan to Night Owls? It's such a strong card, but then at the same time it's like, yeah, they get -2 on 2 of those dice.
저걸 약화시키는 것도 좋은 방법이지.
Whose Rabbit Heathcliff is stronger? Definitely the enemy, alright.
팀장님 나름의 칭찬.
However, can I bind you? That's struggling. Okay, we'll just evade. Missed the first evade.
어라? 이게 왜 이렇게 되냐? 예상한 것보다 피해가 커지는데요.
지휘 수행 과정에 실수가 있었던 것 같습니다.
And this is why Unhatched Embers is the best solo gift. I'm sure nobody questions that fact anymore.
LC 기준으로는 테스트 중단을
If you
해당하는
sell Piece of
것입니다.
Relationship, you lose the levels. It's worded like it is because of Mirror Dungeon 1, and it has just never been changed. Because back in Mirror Dungeon 1, you would actually like get new identities throughout the run, and it would only level up the ones you had when you picked it up.
벗어났는데요?
And you couldn't sell or enhance gifts back then.
유사 실험 기록이 있다면
씹는 맛이
저
있는데?
개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니.
Why did you heads roll, Ryoshu? I wanted it twice on -40. I wanted to like maybe keep Investigator badge, but no.
원인이 뭘까요? 상대의 특성을 고려하지 않고 인격을 선정해서? 지휘 과정에서 생각지 못한 변수가 있어서?
대체로 이럴 때는
This is the
여러
most threatening
요인이
moves.
적극적으로 작용한 것이죠. 다음 테스트부터는 관리자도 신경 쓰지 않겠나.
Can we have a bamboo-headed Kim that starts at 999 resentment in Mirror Dungeon?
해주시면 좋을 텐데.
That could be a problem if you just started in phase 2, but like at full health still.
외워야 할 관리법과 해선 워낙 많잖아요.
Good luck beating that.
날 뛰어보라고. 씹는 맛이 있는데?
You just have to kill him in like 2 turns, like normal. The other mystery would be how the enemy Nemo has the most nonsensical deck ever. You don't like, what is it, 4 energy beams? I still wish Nemo was like a 4 light starter. I like his page, but just him being... I don't even think he has speed 3. He's just so like not usable for late game.
씹는 맛이 있는데? 날 뛰어보라고!
He has a single charge generating page in the entire deck. Oh, yeah, okay.
뛰어보라고!
Soda. You're telling me Desperado couldn't have killed Gregor there? Okay. We're going into the sheep. We're gonna have no ammo for the sheep. Actually, maybe I can save 2 ammo if I don't hit Sinclair here and he just like dies to moths. Moths and drill.
수치 좋네요.
Yeah, we can save 3 ammo.
무난하게 끝날 것 같아요.
지금까지 겪어온 사건을 고려하면
I guess we have Desperado too. We'll get 2 turns of
수치 좋네요.
maximum fragile.
예상했던 대로 무난하게 끝날 것 같아요.
지금까지 겪어온
Surely I won't
사건을
regret
고려하면
this. He won't like
전체적인 테스트에서
triple heads roll and
나아갈
kill me,
것을
right? He triple heads rolled, but it didn't kill me.
팀장님, 슬슬 다음 일정으로 넘어가지 않으면 시간이 부족할 것 같습니다.
Should I have evaded? Maybe.
시간이 그렇게 되었나? 벌리자. 주어진 시간이 많지 않으면
We're just playing for the stagger. I think we get there. Yeah.
날 뛰어보라고!
Thanks to Sticky Muck. Probably actually making a pretty big difference here. 49 defense level down.
관리자가 있으면 괜찮겠지. 계속 진행하게.
Oh, did I already reload? I probably did.
하시네요. 그래도 너무 힘들면 벽에 있는 시험 중단.
제대로 박살냈는데요.
개체의 손상도가 급격히 상승했어요.
씹는 맛이
We love defense level down.
이번으로
When they first added Biovenom Vial, it was a tier 1 gift.
확실히 관리자의
So for like a few weeks, Anviling Pearl just gave you the 2 most ridiculous tier 1 gifts in the game for fighting him. It's pretty fun. You wish Desperado gave a full reload. That would be a bit much. Like, I guess it's a Mirror Dungeon Fuso team-specific gift, so it could be pretty specific if they wanted, but they try to make things at least a little balanced. Do we do Bridal of Infinity? I'm doing it at some point today, might as well do it now. I want to show off the fact that the robots don't have surgery. Hidden boss. Alright, here we go. It's Ricardo.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
This is the second hardest hidden boss, usually, behind Lei Hang. For solo, I must emphasize for solo on that claim.
팀장님 나름의 칭찬이죠.
We're neutral while we're slow, so like we could definitely clash these guys if we need to reset for speed, but we'll just see how this goes without resetting. I feel like I would get staggered either way. A little annoying that I kept the stagger threshold.
를 초과했습니다.
LC 기준으로는 테스트 중단에 해당하는 수치네요.
This is fake struggling because we're paralyzed.
피해 산출값이
Can I tell you like him yet? You are talking about him a lot. 12 green coins claim their bones, yeah.
씹는 맛이
저 개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
적발리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격
You see, Priest Gregor was excision coins before excision coins existed. Because if you die to bleed while you're clashing,
다시 할까요?
then the enemy's attack won't go through.
불리한 상황에서만 얻을 수 있는 데이터도 있는 법이니
신임 연구원
Are you beating it egoless? I could maybe try. I wasn't really planning on stopping myself from egoing.
한상체와 뒤틀린 것도 외워야 할 관리법과 넥섬
Like,
많잖아요.
I should really do this to become wrath resistant. Doing it egoless might be possible, but it would like take resets. I'm just going to ego change my resistances at the very least. Wouldn't that be Art of Blossom Faust also? I'm not sure about that. I've been meaning to test. Because she doesn't die during the clash, she dies after. And I don't know if that would work. Yes, I replaced all of my skills.
여유가 생겼을 때 다른 상대에 더 집중한다는 지표가
저희는 신경 쓰지 마시고 테스트에 집중해 주세요.
Yes, it still cancels it, then yeah, okay. Then she is also excision coins. Floor 13 Ricardo, everybody. He did what, like 60 damage on his counter? I wasn't actually looking, I was reading chat. But I'm not missing that much health.
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다 산출값이 좋네요.
LCA나 LCD에서 산출했던 비정상 값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어. 해양질의 데이터를 얻었군.
There's another ID or ego that would be excision coins, but that name is hated here. I wonder what you could be referring to.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
17번째라네.
Lore accurate, Ricardo. I said it.
승률이 상당히 높군.
Dying in 3 turns. Well, that should make up for missing a few of the gifts that we missed. What defense skill does Rabbit have? I have an evade. Oh wait, I needed that. I forgot about it. Come back. Yeah. Absolute envy resonance. Give me offense level. We have like, I think actually every gift I care about. I can take this for egos, I guess. Yeah, I should fuse for rocks. In case I need to pull out vines. But after getting a hidden boss gift, I don't think we'll need ego at this point.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Alright, these guys don't have surgery today. I didn't realize you didn't have music. I thought it was only Millie songs and Dongbik that broke.
전투를 좋아한다고 판단했지.
저희
Oh, this is just awkward now. Does this last the entire pack? Does anyone know? Any Mirror Dungeon players?
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요. 신임 연구원들도
It doesn't? Okay.
불가능한 일이죠.
You know what?
외워야 할 관리법과
Oh, at least this won't last very long since they don't have surgery. Please die this turn and bring me back my music. At least when you were doing it, it didn't. If we don't get music back, I'll throw something on. Just get to fully showcase every aspect of Mirror Dungeon through these solos, including the temporary bugs.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
Okay,
적을 약화시키는
we
것도
get
좋은
music back.
방법이지. 나쁘지 않군.
굉장히 잘했다고 말씀하시는 거예요. 팀장님 나름의 칭찬이죠.
깡총.
We love 9 Fragile. What's my opinion on Bamboo-Headed Kim? I think
수치
he's
좋네요.
fine. I think he's
예상했던 대로
like
무난하게 끝날 것
memed a
같아요.
lot in the community.
지금까지 겪어온 사건을 고려하면 이런 구체적인 테스트에서 난항을 겪는 것도 이상할 테지.
There's like a Ruina joke boss of him that I really like. It's like bamboo-headed driver, and it's yield something to claim the right of way. I forget. That's one of my favorite Ruina joke fights.
환상체나 뒤틀림 중에서도 이런 타입이 제일 싫더라고요.
You do enough damage for me to care. Everyone else does not. And I'll
개인적으로
just hit the guy.
상대체들보다 상대하기 편하다고 생각한다네.
Kim in a car is a peak mod, yeah. Glad someone else knows it. Drive. This guy's topical. We were just talking about that. Kind of surprised he's doing 1,000 plus damage with no ammo. 1,000 is a pretty low bar for MDE. Like, I'm still using a 3-coin skill. You have to remember.
상황에서만 얻을 수 있는 데이터도 있는 법이니.
깡총. 씹는 맛이 있는데?
이번으로 몇 번째
Like,
턴
quick
거죠?
suppression is still okay without ammo, which I think is by design. It's a skill 3 after all.
승률이 상당히 높군.
Clash power, growth. Okay, so we have 2 floors left. How can we have fun? I think we will probably end with Railway 5. I feel like we haven't done a late Railway 5 in a while. Maybe we do Incorp now? We like Incorp here, don't we? League of 9? Alright, someone said it. We'll go there. Let's see how the Ahab puzzle goes today. I have a hidden boss, so it should be much more manageable than most of my recent runs. And it's on floor 14 instead of 15, which makes some amount of difference. Just make sure I heal. And are there any gifts I still need? Not sure if we'll get through the Ahab puzzle. The last one was so much worse than this, and we made it through. I am confident we can get through the Ahab puzzle. Actually, does this work on egos? Sure. If I use binds, that should give me like 1 offense level. I'll take it. Yeah, based on Ahab last week, that was so much worse than this is going to be.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Yeah, last week's Ahab was the closest we've been to losing on this channel ever. I kid you not, I said last attempt, that was going to be my last attempt, and then we won.
잘했다고 말씀하시는 거예요. 팀장님 나름의 칭찬이죠.
어라? 이게 이렇게 되네요. 예상한 것보다 피해가 커지는데요.
지휘 수행 과정에 실수가 있었던 것 같습니다.
Yeah, I still haven't looked into an LCE Gregor AUDD solo. He might be the new second best solo ID. I don't think he beats you, Heathcliff, still.
70%를 초과했습니다.
But like, the fact that he can maybe compete is kind of crazy.
어떻게 할까요, 팀장님?
깡참.
There's a best solo ID, it's you, Heathcliff, just like unquestionably, unless AEDD Gregor is somehow better, but I don't think he is.
오래 버티진
You, Heathcliff, has so much going for him.
효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니 당연한 결과일 테지.
His passive is his own copy of the best solo gift in the game, Unhatched Embers. He has 2 good keywords. He naturally rolls high. He full heals on every hit because of Greycoat with his skill 3. He takes way less damage and can't stagger because of the U-branch gift. Like,
씹는 맛이
I just killed Queequeg on turn 3. I don't know if I've ever done that on a solo. What was that about getting through the Ahab puzzle? We were so strong there was no puzzle.
생각지 못한 변수가 있어서
대체로 이럴 때는 여러 요인이 복합적으로 작용한 것이지.
날 뛰어보라고.
다음 테스트부터는 관리자도 신경 쓰지 않겠네.
Were you even in phase 2? You weren't.
알리사가 감도를 93%까지 끌어올렸던 실험 데이터보다 산출값이 좋네요.
LCA나 LCD에게서 산출했던 비정상 값과
You're more scared of bulletless Nelly? You shouldn't be. She's going to have no sanity and get outrolled. It might take a little while, but
알리사가 감도를 90%
we don't even do that bad of damage. Like, this is probably better damage than the base Dawn run had.
LCD에게서 산출했던 비정상 값과 다르게 이건 쓸 수 있겠어. 양질의 데이터를 얻었군.
If you still do 2,000 per skill 3, that's totally fine. It's like 4 times what a base Ishmael would be doing. I probably should specify as the best solo ID for Mirror Dungeon. Yeah, that's true. Outside of Mirror Dungeon, it depends a lot on what you're fighting. You're looking at like either a Molar Ishmael or Diachirodia or a Drifter Ryoshu, probably, is like the best outside of Mirror Dungeon soloers.
너무 많지 않냐고요? 그건
깡참.
전달받은 문서를 통해 분석한 결과 자네들의 관심사가 거울
Even if she had her second phase, we're killing her in like 3 turns. We wouldn't get perma-staggered.
저희가 야근이라는 말을 달고 산다고 야근을 좋아하는 건 아니잖아요, 팀장님.
People underestimate bulletless quick suppression. When will Season 6 identities be shardable? Things are in Season 8. They'll be shardable. They get 1 season of dispenser ban.
수치 좋네요. 예상했던 대로 무난하게 끝날 것
Still more hidden bosses than curse gifts, yep.
겪어온 사건을 고려하면 이런 기초적인 테스트에서 난항을 겪는 것도 이상할 테지.
전투 테스트가 너무 많지 않냐고요?
And I'm sure we could win this, but I just love hitting these guys with binds whenever I'm here.
자네들의
And,
관심사가 거울 던전이라는
you know,
결론을
strong
내렸기
egos
때문에
in general.
전투를
Just always fun
좋아하는
to needle and thread on these 5 targets. So let's see how much it does. Tails roll is very sad.
나는 이 왕좌에 묶여 홀로 통치하는
Yeah, that's not even that crazy damage. Oh, but we get coin.
나는 이 왕좌에 묶여 홀로
There we go. That's more like what I wanted to see.
추출된 인격의 전투 감각 덕분일까요?
수감자 본인의 기량이 돌아갔거나 관리자의 지위가 이끌어낸 명령일지도 모르지.
이건 기록해두었다가 분석할 때 다시 봐야겠네요.
How long does a season usually last? You know, they've been getting longer every season pretty much, but something like 200 days would be a safe estimate, probably.
예상했던 대로 무난하게 끝날 것 같아요.
지금까지 겪어온 사건을
Goodbye,
이런 구체적인
Gia
시스템을
Juan.
알아보는 것도 이상할 테지.
74 clash. If we had whatever it's called, CQC combat book, that could be 76. I don't think we missed anything else
이번으로 몇
for
번째
clash
턴
power.
거죠?
I guess Snake's left for offense level. I don't know if I have higher offense level than they do, but that could maybe be another like 2. I don't think we could quite reach 80 on this run without another hidden boss gift, that is. Show me the 415 lay hang on the Railway 5 pack. I almost just chose Impenetrable Path. That would have been one of the only ways I could lose. We could probably still even beat that with Ego, but I would rather not. ADD Gregor has enough immortality and shield to solo most bleed enemies. I think we're talking about outside MD. It's not that surprising. Who do we get? 415 hidden boss. It's been a while. We get Kokome. Okay.
시키는 것도 좋은 방법이지.
I can actually theoretically clash you on turn 1. That's a surprise. If I get all heads and you get tails, we have 27 sanity. And I get evaded even if I win, so I'm just going to evade myself for Desperado.
어라? 이게 이렇게 됐네. 예상한 것보다 피해가 커지는데요?
실수한 과정에 실수가 있었던 것 같습니다.
You want an ID that's able to have shield from previous turns carry over. I really thought we were going to get that when they introduced the like custom shield effects that Cavernous Wailing Sinclair has. I was like convinced that was a setup before Wild Hunt Heathcliff dropped, and that the seasonal Heathcliff ID was going to have the explosive emotion shields.
신임 연구원들도
But they've just never made a new one after Cavernous Sinclair.
불가능한 꿈이죠. 환상체와 디테일링 모두 외워야 할
This guy doesn't panic reset, so he's really easy. He just sits at minus 45 sanity and does no damage.
관찰일지도 다 읽었죠.
도대체 어떤 사람들일지 다들 궁금했어요.
And it's like I could evade if I wanted,
여러분처럼 이론보다 행동을 앞세운
but I just don't feel the need.
몇 없거든요.
There's only 2 of them in the game right now. I'm not aware of the second one. I only know Cavernous Wailing. Yeah, who needs evades when you have damage, and who needs bullets when you have knives?
다시 할까요?
Oh, yeah, you're talking about mayors, aren't you? This is actually evadable, which is funny. I guess I'll evade the train. We tails rolled? Okay. How much damage? Probably like 100? 68? Okay. And people call this boss a problem.
팀장님, 슬슬 다음 일정으로 넘어가지 않으면 시간이 부족할 것 같습니다.
We're just going to
벌써 시간이 그렇게 되었나?
kill here.
관리자, 주어진 시간이 많지 않으면 좀 서둘러주게.
This doesn't feel like 415. I guess it's like, even if I didn't have a hidden boss gift, I'm winning these clashes by like 30. The hidden boss gift is giving me +5. It really is just that if you pick your trials right, Mirror Dungeon is not that hard.
씹는 맛이
Trials and gifts.
이번으로 몇 번째 통과죠?
17번째라네. 확실히 관리자의 지위가 동반된다면 승률이 상당히 높군.
Well, now we get to fight. Which section do we get? Please don't be section 2. Okay, it's section 1. That's fine. Oh, night vision goggles is actually a gift that does something. I should try to find that again. Got any of those charge gifts for me? I think that's about it for gifts. You can upgrade this. I actually have Envy Resonance. More paralyzed never hurt. Oh yeah, change the facade. I did want to see if I can do that. Does that work? Yeah. Okay. We get to... Hopefully that works. And we can go a little crazy here. It shows up.
싱싱한 풀이
Thanks for the reminder.
여러분이 이때까지 겪었던 일은 전부
We can
보고서로
maybe
전달받았습니다.
clash.
관찰일지도 다 읽었죠.
We need him to tails roll and me to get all heads. He's feeling like heads rolling today, so
여러분처럼 이론보다 행동을
guess we have to
앞세운
wait a
실험
turn.
정신을 가진 사람들은 몇 없거든요. 어라? 이게 이렇게 되네요.
yeah, Honglu's funds
지휘 수행
are
과정에
getting
실수가
spent
있었던
here, that's for sure. Alright, that's about what I expected.
저 개체는 오래 버티진 못하겠군요.
관리자가 상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했습니다.
시민 연구원들도 저분들처럼
This is how it feels to fight Full Stop Office for the first time.
불가능한 꿈이죠. 환상체와 뒤틀린 모습. 외워야 할 관리법과 특성은 많죠.
It's so fast, you see like one frame of the bullet before it's off screen. Glad I didn't do this for the whole run, but it's funny to see at the end here.
이원한 대응으론 좋은 결과를 보지 못할 거라네.
실험실은 튼튼하게 지어졌으니 배구를 적극적으로 활용해도 괜찮아요.
It's Rose Hunter next? Yeah. You're gonna head out, Carmen? Alright, thanks for stopping by. 4 turns to kill that guy. That's like the world record, right? Or does the world record do 3 turns on that?
조금 다른 방식이지만 나쁘지 않은데요.
이렇게 뒀다가 저희도
Full stopping by? Yeah. I'm curious if out of ammo will break the facade at all. It is 3 turns, okay. He does like his stagger animation for out of ammo. Interesting.
여러분이 이때까지 겪었던 일은 전부 보고서로 전달받았습니다.
Win rating through floor 15, as you do.
사람들일지 다들 궁금해했어요. 요즘 같은 시대에 여러분처럼 이론보다 행동을 앞세운 실험 정신을 가진 사람들은 몇 없거든요.
You always do the get hit animation when you're out of ammo. I guess I just like never realized. You don't realize until you're specifically looking to see if something breaks.
저걸
We
약화시키는 것도
probably
좋은
need
방법이지.
3 more turns here. I'm going to actually
잘했다고 말씀하시는 거예요.
do an evade this turn.
키 산출값이
What does Desperado do? Bunch of random buffs for ammo IDs, and then it's the thing doing the in-turn damage,
유사 실험들에게
which would normally scale up more with more gun IDs on field. 34 evade, by the way. It's like you get offense level, you do more damage. When you run out of ammo, you reload 4 more one time. And if you don't spend ammo for a turn, then you get 2 stacks of the Desperado status, which gives you a coin power. We fail this check. Yeah, Rabbit Heathcliff is terrible at passing checks because he doesn't have his speed coin power.
진짜 좋네요.
불만은 상부에
예상했던 대로
찌르라고.
무난하게 끝날 것 같아요.
뭐 지금까지 겪어온 사건을 고려하면 이런 기초적인 테스트에서 난항을 겪는 것도 이상할 테지.
Oh, special contract? Yeah.
개체 지압 완료.
We get to fight another big Sloth Rock on this run. One just wasn't enough.
기록해뒀다가 저희도 해보죠.
This counter might activate my investigator badge, but I don't think we're going to die here. It's interesting how it wouldn't matter if I lost my first 2 coins in terms of damage. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 96 damage. That was like more than Ricardo.
팀장님,
Wow, this guy has no health. Are you not a boss, technically? You're probably not a boss, technically, so you aren't getting this 360% boost.
주어진 시간이 많지 않으니 조금 서둘러주게.
I'm fairly sure we didn't activate Investigator badge yet, or else I would be a bit more worried about losing. Maybe this will be my new standard for solo runs, is like equip 1 facade on just 415, at least until I do it a few times on funny ones. It definitely won't be a standard though. Most runs will be the base skin.
수치 좋네요.
You get to hear the voice lines. I only solo with each ID once. At least I'll only stream it once.
사건을 고려하면 이런 기초적인 테스트에서 난항을 겪는 것도 이상할 테지.
Hello, my least favorite abnormality in the game. I will take pleasure in shooting you 100 times today. You can buy facades with shards or thread, but thread costs twice as much. But if you're like me and have over 4,000 thread sitting around, you'll still choose to use thread, probably. Because otherwise, there's nothing to spend it on. You had 15,000 thread.
그때까지 겪었던 일은
Yeah.
보고서로 전달받았습니다.
If I like actually
도대체 어떤
grinded Mirror
사람들일지
Dungeon, I would probably be
궁금했어요.
similar, but I really don't play it very much.
여러분처럼 이론보다 행동을 앞세운
To get
실험을
everything you need
가진
about
사람들은
42,000 thread, is that like to... are you saying every facade? Or Was that like pre-facade uptying every ego? Or is that everything, everything? That's every facade, okay. Yeah, I definitely don't need every facade, though. I don't think I would ever use, like, a Blade Lineage song facade, for example.
환상체나 뒤틀림 중에서도 이런 타입이 제일 싫더라고요.
그래도 기록을 남기면 해결할 수 있는 부리지. 개인적으로는 한숨의 시간 교체보다
This should be the end of Sleeping Bag's body. Blade Lineage Sinclair. Yeah, for the sake of collection, I can get when you have the resources to spend. But that's like why I would uptie 4 random egos and stuff. Eventually I would like to have every identity and ego maxed out.
첫 번째 통과죠?
I make progress faster than the game adds new stuff, so eventually that should happen.
상당히 높군.
근육이 신나서
But there you have it. 15 floors of Rabbit Heathcliff, 704,000 damage is on the higher side of my normal, I would say. Guess we went to higher health packs today. Load the ego gifts. There we go. 2 hidden bosses. It's been honestly a long time since I got multiple hidden bosses in the same run. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come. Geodis next week, blocked by base Ryoshu. Next week is base Ryoshu. But the week after that, maybe. Just maybe. I can at least say we'll have a normal poll and Geodis can be on it. But yes, next week we will be doing base Ryoshi solo. I think it actually lands on her birthday. The 4th? Yeah. So birthday girl Ryoshu. We get to do, 8 slash damage up every turn, 10 slash damage up, because this actually stacks. And we'll still have an evade, and as with my other base ID runs, it will be egoless. So tune in for that. I could technically choose to equip Soda if I want, but Lust Resistance is already like the best you can hope for. So we'll have base ego equipped. Thanks for showing up. I'll probably stream Ruina tomorrow. I'm not sure how to handle the end of this run, because it is really just like, the fights take a while, because I don't have good damage. I'll definitely do Greta off stream, I think, because the viewer count drops basically to 0 after the first hour of the Greta fight, so I don't want to open the stream with that. So I'll probably do that tonight. If you show up for Ruina, we'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you next week for base Ryoshu. Thanks for stopping by. Have a nice rest of your day, everyone.